Hey everybody, this is Wolfman, Pop Culture Buffs. Look, I've been super busy lately. It's been just a lot doing all my stuff. I don't even know where to begin. But I feel bad because I haven't been able to come on here and do a podcast in really a week or two, and it's been hard to push out content because I just have been feeling just compressed with all my stuff I'm doing and work. And I love making podcasts. I love doing it. It's definitely something I can do in my downtime, and it's really fun. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of work to do these things, from recording the audio to editing all of the content and posts with music and sound effects and comedic timing. All of that takes a lot of time and work. And I just wanted to take a little moment, just kind of be real with everybody on my podcast and kind of get to, be myself a little more than just my characters I usually get into. And I mean, I am myself most of the time when I'm doing these podcasts, but I'm a serious guy too, as much as I like to joke around and be an insane person. I'm a huge extrovert, so I love interacting with people, love talking to people, but sometimes I need a little time to myself just to chill out and relax and, just some downtime. The last couple of weeks, I've been trying to figure out, how to juggle my classes. I'm finishing my school this year. I am a senior in college, and I'm graduating with my biology degree, hopefully a chemistry minor, but it's a lot of work. I'm just struggling to get to the finish line. I'm just so tired of school, and I really have been doing science for too long. At first, I loved studying animals and getting to interact with all these different, sciences, learning about these incredible technologies and incredible things that make up the world. And it really has changed my perspective for the better on how I view the world. But it's so tiring after a while doing it as long as I have. Because, I've done it for college, but I've done jobs. I worked at a zoo for several years. I worked at a science center for many years. And I've done a lot of science, and it's gotten exhausting. It really has. And the stuff that I learned to learn about for fun with science and appreciate it, I just feel like I don't have that passion for it as much as I used to. It's just such a shame because I really feel like I could do a lot with it. I have a lot of knowledge for it, but I have some things I'm not very talented with when it comes to science world. I really don't have the interest for every area, I think, in science. And I think every scientist feels that way. I think every scientist has a certain area they want to go into. But when you're in college, you have to study all these different types of science that you really don't want to study. That's pretty much any major. I feel like there's always that one class that you don't want to take. Surprisingly enough, taking biology classes and chemistry classes, I actually enjoyed organic chemistry. I know, shocker, most people hate organic chemistry. I actually hate the opposite. I hate the basic stuff. I found it way too confusing, and it's a lot of physics, which I finally took a physics class. That was something I never thought I would take. I took that last semester, but yeah, it's hard. It's really hard doing these classes. And I have moved back into an apartment again, and I've got a new area I'm in. So that's nice. I had to reset up my setup. That was another thing too. I brought my equipment to school to record, but I left a key component for one of my stands, for one of my mic stands, and I couldn't record that week because I didn't have my mic stand. It wouldn't work properly, so I couldn't record anything. I also got some new hardware for saving my files for recording, and I left that at home. So I had nothing. Didn't have my intro, I didn't have my outro, so I had literally nothing to use for a week. So that's why the Witcher podcast that I didn't have the normal intro and outro, because I didn't have it. I literally had to go online and get pre-recorded stuff. And I hate doing that because I like putting high quality in my content. Even if, I'm not some huge giant channel, I want to make sure I put out good stuff. Because I mean, if I'm at a point where I just don't feel like I'm putting out the best content I can, I don't want to be making something that's just half what I could be making. I want to put out the best I can and enjoy it. I enjoy putting out good content. I want to do that. Even if, this topic has been talked about before, I want to do a good job talking about it. I want to really go in depth with it. This is really fun for me to go and talk about this. It also has allowed me to really get used to hearing my own voice. I have a huge passion for this kind of work. I have always been interested in acting and in theater, and especially voice acting. So I hope that someday doing this podcasting stuff will lead me to do something like that, because I've always loved the idea of being an actor and being in the spotlight and having that fame. I don't want to be one of those people that, has a life that's just normal. I don't know. That's kind of weird to say. I know every person's life is important. And, people can choose what they want to do with their lives. I just did a class. I went to a class the other day, and it was a really awesome topic. We talked about what it means to be human. It's our capstone. It's the final class we take in our biology class before we graduate, to kind of see what we know and have learned. I found it so interesting that our very individualistic beings, that as a whole, as humanity, we've accomplished so much together. I looked at a lot of these articles. They were talking about, how we pass on our DNA to our offspring, and that's what one article said is the reason why we're here, is to make babies. But I don't think that's true. I think that there's more to that, to life. We're here to enjoy it and to have that life before us, see the world, travel, go on adventures, hang out with friends, find someone you love, be with them. That's what life's about. And this podcast series is really me trying to do that. I want to try to find something that I enjoy and like doing, because science is not doing it for me anymore. And I've always wanted to try acting and something of that nature. And podcasting has given me an ability to do that. And I love it. And I don't care how small this channel is, or whatever you want to call this. It's so fun to me. I love doing it. And I get to hear my friends rave about it when they listen to it. I have all my friends come up to me and tell me, like, wow, that's so cool that you do a podcast. And like, thank you. It's cool. I enjoy it. And I find other people do podcasts. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And I can, try to record with them on their podcast, or they can come on mine and record there. But I think moving forward with this podcast, I'm going to try to make some newer types of content. I was trying to do some stuff with that on New Year's with games. I wanted to do kind of more games on this channel because I thought that'd be kind of fun. I did a drinking game with Archie on my podcast there, and we tried to guess movie trivia. But I think moving forward, we'll try to do something similar to that, but different topics, of course. I think that would be really fun. So I'm not just talking about the lore and stuff of certain things. I want to try to explore things and see where they go. So the next couple podcasts are probably going to be a little different than what I've done before, just so I can see where I can go, where I can take it. And I wanted to record this little segment here just to kind of be real with my audience, whoever they are and however many they are. I just wanted to take the time to talk to my audience about this. And I think that's important for a creator, no matter how big their content is or how big their channel is. Can't speak today. It's important to reach out and talk to them. Even if I don't hear back from you guys, it's just I want to let people know what I'm thinking and what I'm trying to do and where I want to take things. So, yeah, thanks for listening to my podcast. And, oh, by the way, my Instagram has gotten more followers, which is awesome. Follow at Pop Culture Buffs on Instagram. I also have a Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, but I post content on there for when videos are coming out or when I have certain things coming online. So if you're on Twitter and you want to follow me there, it'll tell you when I post a certain podcast. And I also have gotten some YouTube videos up. If you guys want to check that out, it's under Wolfman, name of myself. I mean, that's not self-centered, is it? No, obviously not. But yeah, check it out. I'm really proud of that. I finally got some videos up, but they're mostly just steal life. They're just kind of, you can listen to them, but they're fun. They're fun. So if you want to listen to me on YouTube, I'm on YouTube now. I'm pretty sure they're all copy striked and demonetized because of the music used in them. So best way to support me is to watch the podcasts. But yeah, you can listen to me there if you really want to. I post a couple videos there if you want to check it out. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Hope that you have a wonderful year. I'm glad that COVID is wrapping up and everything. Hopefully we'll be able to go outside and see people more soon. I know I do. I want to see my friends. So hope you guys do too. Anyway, just stay poppin' pop buffs. There's more content coming your way. Been binge watching a lot of stuff to try to get some topics in mind. So hopefully it'll be fun. See you guys later. Stay poppin' pop.